guys, it's me, Sanne, and I'm back with another fun beauty video. Am I even in the middle of the screen? I think I am, I hope so. Yesterday I got myself a new eyeshadow palette from the Action, and I already did all the swatches and I'm going to write a blog post about it so you get all the details. But I also wanted to make a video with it because at first glance it totally reminded me of the HudaBeauty Nude palette. So I just wanted to check out if it is a dupe or not. It's this palette that I found yesterday. It's from FAB Factory and it's the Sun Vibes Nude palette. And it wasn't even €5, I think. So if it is a dupe for the HudaBeauty Nude palette, it's a very good, reasonably priced dupe, you know. So today I'm just gonna play with it, show you what the colors look like and such. And I'm gonna compare it a bit to the HudaBeauty palette. Not in real life because I'm too broke to own the HudaBeauty Nude palette, but I'm just gonna compare pictures to see if the shades match a bit, and then we'll see if I approve of this palette or not, if I advise you to buy this palette. Let's get into it. Pop the palette. It's very pretty, by the way. It looks nice, it feels nice. And then when you open it up, it looks like this, and it just immediately made me think of the HudaBeauty palette. Because, you know, there's pinks, there's shimmers, there's browns, there's purples, and it's all in the same, like, squared pan, just as HudaBeauty has. I don't know, I just immediately thought of it. I already swatched these shades yesterday for a blog post, but I'm just gonna swatch a few shades again because they're so pretty. Let me just go over what kind of shades are in here, because it's very interesting. Because this shade isn't actually an eyeshadow, it's a concealer. Like an eye primer. It's really weird to just have a pan of eye primer in here, which I'm definitely gonna use just to see how that works. There's one pen which is primer or concealer. There's 11 like matte shades. In all the matte shades there's a tiny bit of sparkles. It's not completely matte, but they're mostly matte. And then there's 3 like metallic shimmery shades. 1, 2, 3. And then there's 2 like extremely metallic glitter shades. I don't know how to call them. They're absolutely beautiful. And then there's pressed glitter. I think we can do some fun stuff with that. We have this very extremely like glitter metallic thingy, which is called Twinkle. I absolutely love that the shades have names actually, because not many budget palettes have that. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like an orangey brown base, but it's so beautiful. It has both green and pink glitters in it. Like this, to me it's green and then it shifts to pink. And then the other extremely glittery shade is called Gossip. And that's just more of like a rosy dark pink base with blue and purple. Maybe we should just take the HudaBeauty palette, which I don't have because I'm broke, and I'm just gonna compare it to this one. Okay, so if I look at this picture, I notice first of all that there's 3 shimmery shades, which seem fairly similar to the 3 shimmery shades in here. Of course they're not the same, but they look like they're quite the same colors. 3 extremely glittery shades in here, even the pressed glitter, and there's 4 in the HudaBeauty palette, so that's a bit different. The colors aren't all the same, but there is quite a similarity, and like I wouldn't be surprised if the company that made this got their inspiration from HudaBeauty, you know? I'm thinking we're just gonna dive into this palette. I'm gonna try something cute, something pink. I like something pink, and then put some of the glitter shades on top and play with that a bit. Since this palette has its own primer, I might as well use that one, you know? I maybe feel like doing 2 different kinds of looks on both eyes just so we can test more shades. I'm really sad that there's no mirror in here, because then I could just use that, you know, it's a lot more useful. But I got my tiny little mirror here, so I'll be fine. I'm thinking of starting with this shade, which is Glam, which is like a nice pink shade, you know? Just gonna... Okay. Oh gosh, the primer's really good. That's what the swatch looks like. This is what it looks like on my normal skin if I just rub it like that. That's insane. I got Glam all over my crease and a bit on my lid, blended outwards. So I'm just gonna use this dark one, which is Pink Madness, which is just like a darker version of the pink I just used, just to deepen the crease up a bit and such. I'm definitely not mad at this. Okay, And then I'm just going to deepen an outer corner a bit with the darkest shade of the palette, which is After Dark. It's a really dark brown shade. I'm just using the same brush because I'm lazy and I'm a terrible makeup artist. Maybe I should use a smaller brush though. So while I was swatching this yesterday, this After Dark seemed a little like faded and not that pigmented. So I wasn't expecting much of this, but it isn't that pigmented, but it's a nice pigment because you also don't want it to be that black you can't even blend it out anymore. It is blendable and it is buildable. It's not that bad of a color actually, it's pretty dark. Just using another fluffy brush to just blend it out a bit. Because the thing that I notice a lot with cheap makeup like this is that if you go over it again with another brush, it just fades away or something, and it does have that a bit, but it's not that drastic and I don't mind it that much. Should I use the primer to cut my crease? Maybe that works. I'm going to just grab some of that pink madness again and just kind of blending that inwards. So I'm just going to use a flat brush and then I'm going to first apply a bit of Queen, which is the shimmery shade with a golden shift. Okay, so I just used Queen, which is this one, and then I'm going to use Gossip, which is this lovely purple with a lot of pink and blue glitters. Oh gosh, there's a thick layer. Ooh. I hope you can see that. I just finished this very pretty like purple pinkish look. I really like this. It looks very nice. But I also want to try some more shades. So I was thinking of doing a mix of like the more purple shades and the brown shades. I also didn't use the pressed glitter yet. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's cute. I'm just gonna apply a bit of primer to the other eye as well. So I want to do like a brownish look with some purple details. I'm just gonna start with adding like the light purple around my eye as kind of like a transition shade. So I'm using Wicked, which is the lilac shade. See, like the primer works so well. Like the color actually sticks to it immediately. So then I'll just start with the brown shades, and I'm first going to blend a bit of this one, which is Dream. I love that the whitest shade is Need 10 because it's literally the same color as my skin. Oh, I hate that. Just gonna blend that. So this is a bit buildable, but it's not as pigmented as the rest of the shades that I've used so far. Just so you know. I'll grab a smaller brush again. I'm going to deepen the corners with Rendezvous, which is this dark brown. It's not the darkest brown in the palette, but it is a dark brown. Okay, so it definitely helped darken up the look. And I think I'm just going to add like a tad bit of After Dark, which is a darker shade I also used in this outer corner. I must say they do blend pretty well, even the dark shade. So I'm thinking of just putting Diva, which is this shimmer, kind of all over the center of my lid. And then I think I want to put Twinkle, which is the brown, like, extreme glittery one, in the middle, just to add some extra sparkle. First I'll use Wicked, just a lilac shade. Put it underneath my eye. Then I just want to deepen that a bit with Jet Set, which is this really dark purple. Yeah, so there's not really like a lighter shade which I can use as like an inner corner highlight or brow bone highlight, because I did use Queen for this one, but because it's a bit purple and gold, I don't really want to use on this one, you know? And I think Diva is too dark for that, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to grab my highlighter and finish everything off, and then I'll do a final discussion of this palette. Okay, So I just finished up, and these are the final two looks that I made. I made like a pinkish look and a purple look. I think I tried like almost every shade in the palette. I did get to try out this palette a lot, like decently. Do I think it's a Huda Beauty dupe? No, it isn't. It has a lot of shades that it seems to have in common with the Huda Beauty Nude palette. This palette actually has a primer in it, which is really great. I really like that. That's a great addition. It really works as well. It really helps the look. The glitter shades are absolutely beautiful. The shimmery shades as well. Most of the matte shades are a bit chalky, but they do blend pretty well, and especially with the primer, they give great pigment. So it is a great palette on itself. And what I think about dupes is something like this. It's not really a dupe, but something like this is just great, and you should buy it if you like it, because it's just a palette on itself. It's great. It has great quality, like decent enough quality, especially since it's not even €5. But if you actually want a palette, you just save up for the palette, especially if you want the quality, because a blatant rip-off is just kind of... I'm not too big on them, you know? But that's just my opinion. You should do whatever you want. But this is not really exactly a dupe, but it does give me Huda Beauty Nude vibes, and it is in the same shade range. It does have a lot of shades in common, and it's just great quality for the price. I also want to say I can't find a lot of information about this FAB Factory brand. I did some research on the interwebs. I couldn't really find anything on Google itself about FAB Factory. I know it's been sold by The Action for a while now, and they have multiple products by FAB Factory. But besides that, I can't find anything. I can't find the founders of the company. I can't find if it's cruelty-free, which is a bit shady. So I contacted the brand that's mentioned on the back of the packaging, but I haven't received any answer from them considering their cruelty-free status. Do I like this palette? Yes, I do. Great shades. Also for my face, I really like shades like this. I like to use them. I do like it. The packaging feels great. It's a nice palette, especially for the €5. I would suggest you get it, because it's also a great palette to start with, because you literally get a lot of everything, even a primer and a tutorial. It's nice. If you want a full review on this, like swatches and all, and my actual written down thoughts on this palette, I think by the time this video is up, I already have the review up, so I'll link it below then. And otherwise it'll be on my blog very, very soon, which you can also find a link to in the description. I want to thank you for watching. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel. All the links to my socials and my blog are in the description. And that's it for today. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!